Right, let me record from my side and let me, in case if anyone is missing with recording permissions, let me know. No one is missing, right? I hope. Right, okay. Let me check. Yeah, okay, you can record Ravteja. Anyone is still missing with recording permissions, please? If no one is missing with recording permissions, let me start the session. Okay, fine. So in the last class, we discussed about the patching, right? What is patching, how to do the patching, how many types of updates are there, right? How many types of updates, guys? Fastest fingers first. All updates I need. Okay. What are the types of updates we have? All updates. Okay, Hema. Muttu, okay. Okay. Okay, Kusma. Major, minor, QFE, GDR, Tanuja. Okay. Vimala, major, minor, quick fixing, engineering, GDR. Okay. And Abdul Sayed, GDR service pack. Major updates, minor updates, quick fixing, engineering, GDR. Okay. Right. Okay. So let's go with Praneeth Raju. Okay. So Praneeth Raju answered quickly. He answered all the four. Where is Praneeth? Praneeth and Kusma. You are in lead. You two people are in lead. Chandrakant as well. 6 points. 6 points. Okay, done. Right. Can anyone tell me two precautions before patching the SQL servers? Well, because yesterday we discussed only 3 precautions, so I'm asking 2 precautions in that. Even if you know any other precautions also, you can tell me. Before patching the SQL server, what are the precautions we have to take care? Need to check what services are running before patching and also need to approve from client side before patching. How many services are up and running? Space required up there. Taking backups and which servers are running. Sure, C driver should have minimum 3 GB. Note down SQL Server instance that status check services data must to recall. Kusuma, not memory Kusuma. Okay. Make sure enough memory we have. Okay, it's not memory, it's a storage. Okay, there is a lot of difference between memory and storage. Okay, don't confuse. It's very important to know the difference between memory and storage. Okay, Vimala, check services are up or not, minimum space in C drive. Okay, Kusuma, okay, Kumar, make sure proper free space in C drive. Number of servers running. Okay, C drive have enough free space. Note down SQL instance and status. Check services data message calls. Kishore, okay. Pranit Raju, okay. Right, okay. This time and Christmas service with okay. This time the winner is Chandrakant. Okay, Chandrakant. Let me add you the point. Okay, right. Okay, fine. And what is the process of patching the SQL servers? I need a process, guys. I need a process. What is the process of patching the SQL servers? We'll follow one process right before patching. I need that process. Try to add at least 3 or 4 valid points. Anyone is typing the answer? Okay, got one response. The latest batch from catalog. Restart the machine before and after patching. A process Pranit. Okay, get approval from application owner for downtime. Create a change to patch SQL server. Get change approval on CAB before patching and send email to application owner to start patching. Excellent, excellent, Chandrakant. Excellent. Okay. Pranit, I asked you the process like change request, CAB approvals. This is the process. Okay. We need to take permission from CAB, make change request before scheduling patch. We have to take precautions. Okay, Kusma. First take permissions for server down, download latest CU. Okay. I got responses only from 6 people as of now. At least whatever you know, a single point is enough. Okay. At least try to respond to my answers. I'm not wasting my time simply asking these questions and all. These are the interview questions. Don't think, okay, in the interview, I'll open the mouth. Don't think like that. Okay, start opening mouth from first day onwards so that you will be comfortable in the interview. You are getting 45 chances to answer your questions. Okay, 45 chances. So if you are comfortable with these answers, if you are participating, then you will be comfortable in the 46th chance that is your direct interview. 45 classes, you will get 45 chances to open your mouth, guys. If you don't open your mouth, if you're not participating, then that's it. No one can help you out. Okay, Pranit, you need to raise a change request and discuss the change request in the CAB meeting. Then take the approval from the CAB. Okay, I know this is wrong. Already answers. No problem, Uti. So whatever you know, at least I need participation. Right or wrong, there is different thing. At least you're responding or not. I need that. That is very important. Okay. Right. Still, I got only hardly 7 or 8 responses. I don't know why other people are not responding. I'll wait for 2 more minutes. Okay, Abdul. Guys, anyone wants to contribute? Proper mail confirmation. Good, Dinesh. Cap permission and decide how many instances are we are patching. Okay, Shravanti. Still, lot of people has to respond. Still, not even half people also not even responded till now. Please respond. Otherwise, I'll ask you to respond. Raise change request and approve from cab. Send mail to app owner for approval. Okay, Vimala. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute, guys. You can answer it in the meantime. Vinosh. Yeah, Vinosh. Good morning. Can you hear me, Vinosh? Hello, Vinosh. You can unmute and let me know. Customer approval. Okay. Vinosh, can you hear me? Just unmute and let me know, Vinosh. Vinosh. Yeah, Shiva. Client approval. Right. Okay. So still lot of people are not responded. Okay. That's their wish. Fine. Okay. So with this answer, let me go with this answer. Fayak. Okay. Before batch, take the snapshot. Who is the winner of this again? Okay. Chandrakant is the winner of this round. Okay. Chandrakant responded quickly. Chandrakant is in the top. Right. Good, Chandrakant. Right. Okay, fine. So I guess Vinosh, you can hear me, right? So this is your first class. So usually we'll go with the yes.
I hear me, sir.
Yeah. I can hear you, Vinosh. This is Vinosh, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Vinosh. This is the first class, right? This is your first class. Usually we'll go with
Yeah.
question and answers every day. Okay, so that's why I'm asking some questions. Okay, based on my previous classes and all. Okay, nothing to worry. We'll start the session. Okay. Right, and every 40 minutes the meeting is going to be closed automatically. Please use the same meeting link to join. Okay, every 40 minutes you can see the timer on your laptop on your screen. It will start counting from 10 minutes. Okay, before going to close. So every 40 minutes the meeting will be closed automatically, and please join immediately with the same link. Okay, right.
Okay.
Thank you, Vinash. Okay, let me connect to the server, guys. So in the last class, we discussed about the patching, how to do the patching and all, right? What is the process? What are the precautions? Only some precautions we just discussed, right? Today we'll complete all the precautions, and we'll see how to remove the patch also. In what scenario we are going to remove the class, remove the patch. We'll discuss in today's class. Then we'll jump into the security concept. Very important concept, security. Okay, right. So yesterday we discussed a lot of things. Okay, lot of things. Almost all 2 hours we discussed about the patching, and then last 30 minutes or 20 minutes we just patched the SQL server. So we have some more points. These are the precautions that has to be taken care before the patching. Okay, so main precaution. These are the all are main precautions only, important precautions only. First, you have to check how many services are up and running, how many instances are there, how many services are up and running. You have to check. Okay, if one instance is there, make sure you took the approval from the customer. Okay, customer, business owner, all are same. Users, okay, all are same. Most of the time, customer and business owner and POC, point of contact, SPOC, POC and SPOC. Okay, let me tell you that one, the terminology, POC and SPOC. Okay, POC, POC, point of contact, point of contact. Okay, means for that server, one POC will be there. If you want to do anything, we have to check with the POC. Okay, point of contact is the point of contact for that server. In the same way, SPOC, single point of contact. Okay, SPOC or SPOC both are same only. Some people will call POC, some people will call SPOC. Okay, so single point of contact, user, customer, business owner, application owner, all are same. Okay, mostly we have to take the approval from these guys, and before doing that we have to check what are the who is the owner of the application owner, or who is the business owner of that server. You might have some Excel sheets, or else you might have details in the spreadsheets and all. There they will maintain complete list, which server is going to be taken care by the which team, and who is the responsible person. Some URLs will be there. In that URLs you can see, I'm like, this is like how 90% of the organizations will follow. They are going to maintain a separate list of servers and point of contacts, are okay, or managers of those servers, so that you can directly check in that link, or in that table, or in that Excel sheet or spreadsheet, and then you can check and you can contact with them. Okay, so 90% of the companies will maintain the list of the servers, and who to whom we have to contact in case of any maintenance activities, in case of any approvals, to whom we have to contact. That list also will be there. You have to check that person, and you have to send an email. You have to send an email to that person, and you have to include the whole DBA team in the CC. Why? Because DBA team has to know the conversations between you and your customer, right? Suddenly customer gave an approval for Saturday, but Saturday again you cannot join and you cannot patch the server, right? Saturday someone will be there in the shift, right? So if you CC'd the DBA team, so other people also came to know that you just what we can say, we just planned this activity by Saturday. So who are working on Saturday, they are going to make extra arrangements and all, right? So Saturday usually heavy workload will be there due to maintenance activities, so they are going to plan accordingly. So make sure you are including the DBA team while sending an email to the customer, so that customer, if any customer is responded in half hours, okay, other people also going to respond, other DBS are going to respond, and they are going to make arrangements accordingly, right? Okay, so you have to check how many instances are running in that machine, first thing. And if multiple instances are running, you have to check who are the owners of all the instances, and you have to take the proper approvals from them, right? And then before patching, after taking the approval, what you have to do before patching, you have to check all these things, check how many services are up and running, okay, so that you will have an idea. If possible, take a screenshot. If all services are up and running, no issues, guys. If any service is down, if you feel any service is down, if all services are up and running, what is the use of the screenshot, right? If any service is down, after patching also, if that service is down, that's okay, no problem. Keep that service down. By mistake, if the service is up and running, say for example, before patching, I have 6 services, all 6 services are up and running, so no need to take any screenshot. Before patching, 6 services are there, but 2 are stopped state, then take the screenshot. As they are in stopped state, after patching also, they should be in stopped state only. Okay, and in case if any customer asked why these services are stopped state after patching, then you have a proof, you have a screenshot you can show to the customer. This is the screenshot before patching I took. So the services are not down because of patching, it was down before itself. Before early to the patching itself, these services are down. So you have a proof, so that you can directly check with the customer, you can directly inform to the customer. If you don't know what other services are up and running before patching, how can you communicate with the customer? You might think like after patching the services are down, you will also be in confused. Okay, so it's always better in case if any services are down, take the screenshots. And how many services are up and running, right? We discussed it, right? Make sure you have a proper free space. How much free space should be there, guys? Minimum 3 GB. In your C drive, we should have at least 3 GB free space before patching. Why? Because while patching, it will take a backup of some components, binaries. It will take the backup of some binaries while patching. It will take the backup of some binaries, and it will keep it inside your C drive. If there is no free space, then it can't take the backup of binaries. If it can't take the backup of binaries, it can't proceed for patching. So your patching will be failed. Recommended is minimum 3 GB free space should be there. If 2 GB is there, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. You can still proceed, but I'll always recommend you to check with Windows team to add some space. If Windows team and all is not responding, okay, they are asking some request, change request, they are asking some extra incidents, tickets and all. Then if 2 GB free space is there, still you can proceed. Don't proceed if you have less than 2 GB free space in the C drive. Recommended is 3 GB, but if there is no 3 GB, imagine 2.5 GB is there. If possible, ask Windows team to clear some free space. If Windows team is not responding, or else they will ask some tickets. Please raise a ticket, we'll work on it. They will ask tickets. In that case, you can still proceed as you have 2.5 GB. 2 to 3 GB, you can still proceed. Okay, 90% it will be successful. But don't proceed if you have less than 2 GB free space or less than 1 GB free space. Less than 1 GB free space, definitely your patch will be failed. Less than 2 GB free space, 50-50 chances are there. Your patch might fail, might not be failed. Okay, guys. So it's very important. If there is no free space in the C drive, contact Windows admin, ask them to clear some free space in the C drive, or else ask them to extend the C drive. But for that, sometimes they will ask you the ticket. Please raise a ticket. We'll work on it. If you don't have time, then it will be difficult to raise a ticket and all with that short span. Okay. Next, connect to the SQL Server and check all the database status. This is also important, guys. Before patching, you have to connect to all the I mean, like you have to connect to the instances, whatever instances you are patching, just connect to all the instances. If you are patching one instance, you can connect to that one instance and you can check all the databases status, whether the databases are online, whether the databases are offline, whether the databases are read-only mode, whether the databases are restoring state, whether the databases are recovery pending state, whether the databases are suspect state. Like lot of states will be there. Check all the status. Usually 90% all the databases will be online only. Sometimes databases will be in read-only state. Sometimes some of the databases will be in suspect, not suspect actually, a restoring state. Like that, the different states will be there. Okay. So again, if you have one or two databases, you can remember which database is online, which database is offline. See here, this is recovery pending. Okay, but if you don't check the status before patching, after patching again you have to check the status. After patching, if you see the database is in recovery pending, again you will be in confused. This database is a recovery pending before patching or after patching. Either you will be in confused, and second thing is the customer, sometimes customers won't connect to the server regularly. Okay, at least 1 month, 2 months they are going to connect, not so regular server. Sometimes that's why we discuss, these are the worst cases. Some customers will be there, they will use SQL server but they don't connect to the SQL servers regularly. After patching, we will ask them to validate the changes. Okay, what they will do, they will check all the things and they can found, okay, recovery pending is there, why this database is in recovery pending state after patching. But this is recovery pending before patching itself. But where is the proof? You have to take a screenshot. You cannot remember, right? These are 4 5 databases you can check, but imagine 20 40 databases are there, how to check? Okay, so that's why just take a screenshot. Some databases might be in read only mode, some databases might be in offline state. Wantedly customers will ask to put the database in offline state. Okay, what we will think after patching might be the database went to offline state. So always it's better to take the screenshot of the databases. Okay, states of the database. Clear, guys?
Sir, how to check database status?
This one you can see, if bracket, in the bracket, if nothing is there, it is in online. If something is there in the brackets like read-only mode, suspect mode, like this recovery pending state, okay, or else we have this offline state, everything you can see in the brackets, or else you can use one more query. We have already discussed that query. What query, guys? Can anyone tell me? Which query will help us to see the states of all the databases, or else which query will help us to see the
SP
SP?
SP underscore help DB.
help DB.
Help
Okay,
DB.
very good. Okay, who said the answer? Shravanti and who else?
Yeah, Chandrakant.
Chandrakant. Okay, let me give you 1 point. Okay, even Kusuma also and Shravanti. Okay, so SP underscore help DB will tell you the database, all the database states. Okay, and when it was created, who is the owner of the database, right? Who is the owner of the database? What is the database ID? Okay, when it was created, what is the status, online or offline? Usually, guys, there is one more issue. Okay, with SV underscore help DB, you cannot find the databases are in offline. Okay, let me keep any databases in the offline state. Let me put this database in the offline. Okay, take offline and click OK. Okay, it is an offline, right? Now, where is the GPA? You can see the GPA right here. Okay, now you can see 8 entries. Let me run this query again. Now you can see 7 entries only. Yes, Fayak. Okay, so you can see 7 entries only. Usually, SP underscore help DB, it won't show you the offline databases. Okay, offline database, recovery pending database. See here, sales database also you cannot see in this list. Okay, it will show you the read-only databases, read-write databases, everything it will show you. But offline databases, recovery pending databases, it won't show you. For that, we have another query: select star from sys dot databases. Yes. Okay, if you run this, now you can see all the 9 entries. Okay, so you can see GPay, you can see sales database, everything you can see here. Okay, by using your SP underscore, sorry, select star from sys dot databases. Okay, so there you can see the status, offline or online or recovery pending. You can see the status, guys, here. Okay, guys, I just want to check. There are lot of columns in this table, right? I just want to check the database name and the state of the databases. I just want to pull only those 2 columns. What is the query, guys? Can anyone help me?
Instead
Uh,
of star, you can use
uh,
select
It will be the
state
column name,
and
whichever you
name,
require.
comma state.
tell me the complete query.
Select name,
Select
comma
name,
state.
comma,
Select
state
name,
and
Select
something.
name,
okay,
comma,
State,
name,
state
comma,
or
state.
status
State
of
destination.
what was the
I'll
column?
help you with the column
okay,
name.
State
State
underscore
underscore
DSC.
state
description.
Very good. Okay,
DSC.
state underscore description from sys dot
From C
databases.
start database.
Very good, guys. Very good. Okay, so if you run this query, I can only see those 2 columns. Okay, now you can see database name, and this is how we usually filter while fixing the issues quickly. We cannot see all the columns, right? We'll remember the column names and all. We'll pull only the specific columns information. You can see all the columns. Okay, GPay is showing as offline, sales is showing as recovery pending. So what you can do, simply you can take the snapshot, or else you can simply copy paste this result in some other Excel sheet. In case if 100 databases are there, you cannot take the screenshot right here. It's very difficult. Hardly you can see 10-20 databases in this object explorer. Okay, so but if you go with this method, you can have a table. You can simply copy paste these 2 results, okay, in an Excel sheet, and you can keep it with you. After patching, you can verify, you can validate, okay, the changes and all. Clear, guys? So it's very important. Select name, state, description. Very good, Muthu. Right, so it's very important. You have to take the screenshot of all the database states before and after patching. Make sure before what is the state. See, I'm sorry, guys. Before patching GPay offline, okay. Make sure after patching also GPay should be offline. Why? Because customer requested us to keep the databases offline. Before patching, you did not check the status. After patching the database, GPay is offline. What you will think? Okay, GPay is offline, right? Let me bring it online. It's not supposed to be online. It should be offline. Sir, do we have offline databases? Yes, sometimes. Sometimes customers will ask us to keep the databases in the offline state. If they are not using, they will ask us to keep the databases in the offline state for 10 days. Then they will ask us to remove the databases. Okay, so in that scenario, the database should be offline state, guys. Clear? So you should have proper list of the databases with the states. Okay, what is the state of the database? Before patching, you have to prepare the list, and you can save the list until the patching is going to be successful. Connect to the SQL instance, make sure object explorer name and query results are same. Okay, right. So this is the instance name. Okay, I'll tell you one scenario, one live example earlier. What happened is, while patching, okay, user is having issues while patching. The server is not patching, guys. Okay, so we just checked all the things, everything we checked, we troubleshooted, and we came to know there is an issue with the server name. Okay, while discussing default instance, named instance, okay, while keeping the instance name, I asked you one question, right? Can we change the instance name? What is the answer? Can we change the SQL Server instance name after installation? First of all, how to find the SQL Server name, instance name? What is the query? I want to see the SQL Server instance name. What is the query? Here I can see batch 41 is the instance name. I want a query. Query, guys. What is the query? Select edit version will give you the version, only version. Okay. Kusuma selected server name, Babu selected server name. Okay, good. Okay, selected server name will give you the, why Shrevanti, you are thinking, you know, right? Server name. Okay, selected server name will tell you the server name. So now you can see the server name. Okay, this is your server name. So what is the issue? Later we came to know, here it is showing a different name. When you run selected server name, it is showing a different name. Okay, so this is one case. In this case, what happened is, that is a default instance. Okay, patching is failing. The DB is trying since 3 days. Is unable to succeed to patch the server. Okay, the patching is failing. Okay, every time he's patching, the patching is failing. Okay, whatever he's doing, it's completely failing and he's unable to patch the server. We checked all the things, we checked the logs and all, we did not found any information, fruitful information. But actually this is one check that he has to check before patching. He has to check selected server name before patching. He has to compare both the server names. This is object explorer server name. This is how in the master database it will store the name. In the master database it will store the name like this. This is the instance name that will store in the master database. Yes, Pranit. Okay, let me reconnect, guys. It is showing less than 1 minute. Please join with the same link.